Alrighty, hello. I said alrighty a bit weird, but welcome back, or welcome to, I suppose, Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun Firestorm. Firestorm being the, I believe it might have been standalone expansion, but I'm not actually entirely sure. Actually, I don't think it was standalone. Either way, it's an expansion for Tiberian Sun. It contains a lot of the things the dev team actually wanted in Tiberian Sun. For those of you who don't know, Tiberian Sun was actually rushed out ahead of schedule. Blame EA, hashtag blame EA if you feel like it. That's pretty much how this works. I do remember Westwood was owned by EA at this point, during the... I remember when they bought them. It was during the development of Tiberian Sun, I know that much, but I don't remember the exact year, but EA did own Westwood at this point, but Westwood was still an independent kind of development studio, not necessarily fused into EA yet, but anyway, when I tested this the other day, the cutscenes were running, I don't know why, and for some reason, you'll notice the menus are relatively quick, like they are supposed to be, but as for the stability, I don't know. It runs on the same engine, as you can see, it's right there. It runs on the same engine as Tiberian Sun. I don't know if there are any engine modifications in this version. I highly doubt it, so there's probably still going to be crashing. We'll see. Now, like I said, the original campaign was GDI. I apologize, I don't feel very well. I probably shouldn't be recording, but the original campaign was GDI. This campaign will be NOD. Now, I did mention why I picked GDI the first time, and that's because it's assumed in the storyline here that GDI wins. You'll notice a pattern. If NOD wins the campaigns, this is true for Tiberian Sun and Command & Conquer 3. I don't remember Firestorm? I think GDI and NOD both have the same victory condition in Firestorm. Not entirely sure, we'll soon get there, but in Tiberian Sun and Command & Conquer 3, if NOD wins, they fire a missile at the space station. I forgot the name of it now. It starts with a P or something? I don't know. They fire a missile at the space station and blow it up. That's pretty much what NOD does, apparently, is fire missiles and stuff. They also tend to fire Tiberian missiles into the atmosphere and do that kind of shenaniganry. So that's what they would do if they won Tiberian Sun. However, in Firestorm, it's assumed that GDI wins, and what happens when GDI wins is NOD, this is going to be a surprise, I know, fractures, because it's assumed Kane is dead. That seems to be a recurring pattern. Kane is assumed dead, NOD fractures, and then we have to deal with the shenaniganry going on there. That's how Kane's Wrath actually worked as well. Similar thing here, similar thing there. GDI is assumed to win, and then Kane's Wrath, you play as NOD basically picking up the pieces. That's what we're going to be doing here. So yeah, let's get this let's get this started. Words. I'm going to do the same thing. Each mission will be its own video to the best of my capabilities. There may be missions that have multiple parts, but you know, I'm not a particularly good or fast player. So here we are. Act 2 is always NOD. You'll probably understand why it's always assumed GDI wins, but from the ashes because we lost. So let's get this underway. Hopefully it has cutscenes. If it was supposed to play one there, by golly it didn't. Oh, there it goes.
What is the meaning of this conference, Slavic? The decision has been made.
Gentlemen, with the disappearance of Kane, the Inner Circle must stand united before the Brotherhood. That means a new leader must be chosen until the return of Kane.
Our decision is final, Slavic. We of the Inner Circle
I
have...
stand here before you, the leader of the Black Hand of Nod. Watch and judge wisely. You were saying, gentlemen?
What do you want, Slavic?
Don't pander to this madman. We are the heirs of Nod. Slavic has proven time and
Be
again.
careful of the next words you say, Marzak. It would sadden me to lose your support. Gentlemen, we are the Brotherhood. We must stand together. This is how Kane would have decreed.
Your murderous tendencies solve nothing, Slavic. There is no Brotherhood without a leader. And you are not that leader.
Your recent assignments have gained you a promotion, Commander. As you can see, there are those who have forgotten the code of the Brotherhood, and they gain in numbers, fracturing the heart of Nod. The men you killed today are just a handful. We need order. Cabal. The Brotherhood needs Cabal. Cabal is order. Cabal is the hand of Cain. Cabal's data core, much like our Brotherhood, has been fractured. Infiltrate the GDI base at the Cairo site and recover Cabal's core. Now go.
So for those of you who don't know, Cabal is... tell you a secret, leave him there. Cabal is Nod's EVA or EVA counterpart. Basically, it's your tactical assistance, the thing that says a bunch of crap when you're in combat. It's entertaining Zebby. Now, the reason I'm relieving the scout here is because the game for this mission only requires that somebody leave. It doesn't care who it is, it just requires that somebody leave the map. And in order to leave the map, you must board a subterranean APC that appears right there. Ish. Something around there. I don't think you actually, if you're curious, I don't believe you need to go this way. I believe there are other means of doing this mission. This is just the easiest way. As it then proceeds to crash. Alright, so we've figured out it is not stable. Still. I played through that whole mission before without it crashing. It must be something to do with, the way I'm recording this. It's gotta be. Oh, that's not the right one. It's gotta be something like that, because I went through 2 missions without it crashing when I was testing this. Oh well. We're skipping this cutscene this time though, so at least it shouldn't take very long to get back where we were. I'm gonna have to get into the pattern of constantly saving again, aren't I? Sigh. Alright, well. We're going to attempt to speedrun this mission then. No, don't run too far over there. I don't want to aggro those dudes. There we go. But anyway, like I was about to say, this map is one giant GDI base, basically. This entire kind of central part of the map is a huge GDI base. I would like you to be in a better formation. That is a worse formation. That's why you can hear gates constantly, because there's units and harvesters moving in and out of the base. We should get a crash there. This is a fantastic start. I wonder if there's some other way I can possibly record this that makes it perhaps not crash so much. Perhaps if I change the resolution back to what it was when I was testing this, perhaps that'll help. I don't know, let's give it a try. I have my doubts, but whatever. Anyway, this is a great first video. How are you guys doing? I appreciate all the support that you have given me on this, well, the Tiberian Sun playlist. This one technically hasn't started. I appreciate any theoretical support, including the comments. I really like comments. Anyway, you'll notice the screen is smaller. That's because I made the screen smaller. I know how amazing that is. By the way, it crashed again, so. Alrighty, around 9 billion of however many attempts this is going to take to make this mission actually run, apparently. I'm starting to heavily believe it has something to do with OBS. So I'm running a different version of OBS. Need to make my mouse not a billion DPI so it doesn't freak the game out every time I move it. Alright, here we go. Don't crash on the game. I need you to actually function for a brief period of time. This mission's not even really that long, and we're gonna have like a 20-minute long video. Please move, thank you. Most of this mission is actually just moving your units along this edge of the map.
Awaiting orders. Ready for action.
Because once you do this, it's not so hard. I will probably lose a few units. Are you gonna crash?
Yes, sir. Ready for action.
We haven't crashed yet. Are you gonna crash now? Because there should be a script here.
No problem. Yep, she ain't going anywhere. I'll head back to base and get help. Shoot it!
We did it! Now some of you might be saying, well, what the heck is the point of that? Also, what is the point of all these engineers I'm bringing with me? I don't know, because we can capture this with anything.
Sir, moving out.
It's a bit strange. Also, the fact that we can immediately move it is hilarious. It's like, well, that's not going anywhere, and then you make it go somewhere. There's the harvester. Hello, harvester. There's also a, scrapped
Sir, orders received.
devil's tongue over there.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Now the reason you get this is because it allows you to get back here with very little resistance. There's actually a ramp right here.
Yes, sir.
We can plop ourselves down,
On my way. On my way.
we'll pick up our engineers that
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ferrying around for quite literally no reason.
Processing. Processing.
There is no reason for me to be moving. There's no reason for me to be moving these engineers. I'm not going to do anything with them, I don't think, if I'm not mistaken.
Reporting. Orders received.
But I have them, so no, don't go ahead and shoot that. That's not what I meant, but
Let's check that out.
primarily wanted them to, you know, not... Oh no, we do need the engineer because we need to capture that. That's right.
Sir,
I wonder what happens if you capture both.
moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
If you capture that as well.
Infantry reporting.
Now. We did a piece of Cabal's core has been recovered. I'm not going to drop anyone in that because I don't think it does anything and it's not mission critical.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
We're going to very carefully
Problem.
move this way.
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting.
We're going to get you to shoot that.
Did you hear something?
Then we're going to back up. And the reason I'm backing up is I don't want to fight things near bridges with rocket launchers when my dudes are on the bridge. Is generally not recommended. There they are.
Affirmative.
Is he gonna run all the way over here? It looks like he is. Oh wait, there's another one. Golly gee. I don't know where he came from, but whatever. I don't much care where he came from either, because our goal is over yonder.
Infantry reporting. Your command. Ready for action.
Now I need to be careful with my, well, you're probably dead.
Sir, yes,
Oh, you yet live. I need to be careful with my rocket dudes because they tend to get targeted.
sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Pick that up for the sweet XP. Although it's not going to allow me to heal that guy terribly easily, but whatever.
Scan initiated.
Now, I don't actually want to go across that bridge. There's some dudes down there. They chill out. Those are the guys who said, did you hear that earlier? They run to this side of the bridge when you blow up this dealio. I don't know why that side of the bridge, but whatever.
Yes, sir. On my
We're
way.
going to go over here. It's almost like I've done this mission before. Also, I like the fact that it hasn't crashed, so much so that I'm actually going to save. We will call this... Is it... No. I hate that there's no cursor on this screen, but whatever. In progress 1. We're going to do the same save system we did before. And the menu still closes, but whatever.
Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir.
Plop ourselves down on this side of the wall.
Orders received. Orders received. Unit scanning. Affirmated.
And there should be some stuff over yonder.
Affirmative.
Blow that up because we can, and then blow that up because we can. And then take its thing, and then leave. We did it. That's why you leave that guy back there. He's a scout. He has good view range, but that's all he does. There's no reason to really move him because you don't need view range. Conveniently enough. See, there's my test games. I told you I tested these.
Initiate your reactivation sequence.
General Slavik, you have survived and still command. Kane was correct about you. Shall I resume operations?
By all means. That's why I had you resurrected. The inner circle is divided. And
General Marzak, yes? Why do you simply not have him removed?
No. Not yet, at any rate. I brought you back online because I need your command and control capability. The Brotherhood is in disarray, but I have...
Yes, I am sure. But Kane had his own plans before his recent disappearance. You must strike a blow against GDI. A small GDI outpost is ripe for the introduction of my new experiments in evolution. We will provide the catalyst creature, and GDI will provide the organic components.
In the name of Kane. Commander, you have heard the word of Cabal. Now go.
Now go. We don't even get to go to the map, but whatever.
Battlefield control. Stand by.
I don't know why the cutscenes are so quiet compared to everything else, but either way, we're going to save it here because this is going to be a split for another video, although that first one's going to have a cut in the middle where I had to try to run the mission 900 times. But either way, thanks for watching, appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys next time.